What is going on, guys? So I've been extremely busy. This video is going to be about MCT. I need to go back and watch what I've made for boot camp videos, so that way I don't double make and double talk about anything. But anyway, so this is going to be about MCT and where I've been for the last pretty much like month and a half. I went to MCT in North Carolina, so I went to Camp Geiger. They do send females to the West Coast now. So unfortunately, some females, depending on like the line that you're at, I don't know where that line is, you'll find out at boot camp, but you will be going to, West Coast. Even if your school is in North Carolina, if it's in Camp Lejeune, you're still going to go to, if you're assigned to go to the West Coast, you're still going to go to the West Coast, and then come back and come to North Carolina, Camp Lejeune. So that part kind of sucks, because I was hoping that I'd get my roomie, my bunkmate, whatever you want to call her, rackmate. I was hoping that I'd get her and MCT with me. However, unfortunately, she went all the way back to, California side, and ended up having to fly back over to North Carolina for her MOS school. So that kind of sucked. But yeah, she had to do that. I'm going to break this down, hopefully run through it kind of quickly so that way this video isn't too long for you guys. And then I'll be able to talk about what I've been doing for, a little while now. So I got my handy dandy notes over here. The first week at MCT, I went while it was hot, just FYI, so we had to buy a Camelback. I ended up drinking like 3 of those a day, and they were 3 liters. It was so freaking hot. But the first week, you're going to get issued all your gear, like your rifle, your packs, canteens, all that stuff. Bring your canteens with you, your actual canteens, because they're going to make you carry canteens. And if you happen to need those to drink out of, for example, if you don't get to make a PX call because you arrive on Tuesday instead of Monday, make sure you carry your canteens with you, because the canteens that they issue you, there's rumors about how people have dip spit in them or peed in them because they didn't feel like going to the bathroom or going to the porta potties out there. So yeah, just carry your own canteens with you, FYI. Make sure you bring 2 sea bags. So whether one's full and the other one's empty and shoved into the other one, that's fine. Just bring your 2 sea bags, because what's going to happen is during this first week, you are going to separate all your civilian stuff, so pretty much all the stuff that you don't need, into this sea bag, and then you're going to put it away in storage, and you're not going to have access to it. And then your other sea bag you're going to keep and actually take with you. So that'll be all like the stuff that you need and everything. So with that being said, you're going to get issued everything. You're going to go eat at the chow hall a couple of times there. It sucks. I like boot camp better. I don't know if it's just because I was in 4th Battalion and it was better. But yeah, it wasn't that great, to be honest. And you had to stand outside and wait a lot, or like a really long time. It was like nothing at boot camp whatsoever. Other than that, you'll be eating MREs for the rest of the time, and you'll they're pretty much getting you ready, making sure you got everything to like hike you out. So that Sunday you'll hike out to Camp Devil Dog. It's a pretty good hike. Make sure if you're prone to getting hip injuries or things like that, make sure you're stretching, make sure you're hydrating. Hydrating is a really big thing. I know that they said like 10 to 12 canteens in boot camp. I ended up drinking like 5 to 6. I think the max I ever got up to was 9, and I drink a lot of water. Normally I drink like a gallon a day, and I actually think that the 5 to 6 canteens was a gallon a day. But I never got more than that, and I was perfectly fine. In MCT, if you go during the hotter months, you're going to need it. Like, I swear, you're going to flip and need it in order to not get injured in these hikes. As well as, stretch your hips out, that kind of stuff. Bring your stuff that to take care of your feet. So, like, if you're prone to getting blisters and things like that, bring that. But other than that, you're going to hike out to Camp Devil Dog. You do and don't get sleep. Like, it kind of varies on how quickly you move and get stuff done. They will take your phone during that first week. In North Carolina, some West Coast, I heard, got to keep their phones. Kind of pissed me off, but yeah, they take your phone. At least for MCT. Now, remind you guys, I'm speaking for MCT, not ITB, okay? You will see some people running around, which is ITB, that have liberty on the weekends and that have their phones and stuff like that. That's not going to be you. You have to remember ITB is the Infantry Training Battalion, and they're there. That's their MOS school. What you're going through is another training, and then you're going to go to your MOS school, okay? So you're not going to get your phones during this time. They're going to take them from you in this week, or in that first week. In the second week, you're going to be in Camp Geiger. You're going to be going through a whole bunch of training exercises as well as classes. I think you actually start classes back at Camp Geiger. You hike out to Camp Devil Dog. I think I said that backwards a second ago. But yeah, you're going to get classes, and then you're going to do the practical application. I'm not going to tell you, like, what the training is and what you're going to be doing, only because you need to find out. I'm not going to, like, post, hey, what we do, as military, as Marines, like, what we train about. That's not something that needs to be posted on social media, in my opinion, unless it actually comes from the Marines themselves, or Department of Defense themselves. So, pretty much all I'm going to tell you is you're going to be wearing your flak jacket and your Kevlar, like, 95% of the time. So get used to walking around with those and carrying those everywhere. Make sure you get used to cleaning your weapon and cleaning it well. Bring a pack of baby wipes specifically for that. But yeah, so you're pretty much going to be going through classes, and then you'll actually do the practical application later on that day. This is where you learn that there's a lot of standby. So you have to think that they have this company, and then in this company they're going to have like at least 4 platoons, right, of around 70 people, if not more. You might even have 5 platoons, and they have to get all of these people through the classes you'll have together. But you're going to have to get all these people through these practical applications, and there's only so many instructors. So, like, while one squad's going to be going, the next squad's going to be waiting, right? So you're going to be waiting a lot. Just make sure you don't screw around. Like, don't be that one guy that's stupid and gets everybody in trouble. FYI, you will be training with the males. If you're a female watching this and you're curious about it, everything you're going to do is with the males, except for, obviously, use the head, take showers, and sleep. Actually, even sometimes I slept with the males. Females, all females did, not just me in particular. Sometimes I had a male buddy. You do everything with the males. All the exercises, all the classes, eating, everything, you're with males. Don't be that one dummy that likes to find their love in MCT and gets it screwed up for everybody, because they will call you out in the middle of the night to stand in formation because somebody's doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just wait till afterwards. There's time to do that stuff. But anyway, yeah, you go to classes, practical application, and then you clean your rifle some more, you stand by, you clean your rifle some more, you stand by. It does get hot, so make sure you're hydrating, and make sure you have, like, electrolytes, a source of electrolytes. Bring some with you, or buy some at the PX if you happen to get a chance. But I'd rather bring some with me in case you don't get that chance. Like, bring the packets or, like, those little Mio electrolyte sport ones, so that way it doesn't take up too much room, because you're going to have to carry all this stuff with you, right? The racks suck, FYI. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it for week 2. After that's done, you're going to not hike out, you're going to, well, you might, but you got to go out to the range, so that's going to be week 3. You're going to shoot tables 3, 4, 5, and 6. A couple of those you're going to do in the same day. Now, in the range, you do hike out, like, so you're going to stay in, like, the CMUs or whatever, at the ranges and stuff. You're going to have, like, little cots or whatever. Hot as hell, because they're like little tin cans, FYI. And then you're literally going to hike out to your designated range for that day. Whatever table you're shooting, they have like a different, it's not the same range, it's going to be like a different range and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. But yeah, so you're going to hike out to there in your flak with your assault pack and your Kevlar and your rifle. It sucks. Just be 100% honest, it sucks. But you're going to get used to hiking. Everything you do is in boots and utes, or you're like straight up full camis, right? even PT. Even PT is in boots and utes. With that being said, you're going to go. It's just like the range at boot camp, to be honest. One firing squad will go, and then you're going to be on standby because there's so many people getting through during the day. You're going to be on standby a lot. So just clean your rifle, do what you're supposed to do. Other than that, chill out, right? With that, you will get to shoot the M240. You'll go to a special range for that, so that'll be a day. And then you get to throw grenades. So depending on what company you are and who screws up before you or whatnot, you may or may not get to throw live grenades. If not, you'll get training grenades. We had training grenades. I was actually really thankful. I was pissed at first, not to be honest, but I was actually really thankful in the end because somebody froze and the training grenade blew up in their hand. Like, it didn't hurt them because that's what they're for. That's what they're made for. That's the whole reason they came up with these training grenades to begin with, right? Is so that they still go boom, but they're not made to, like, shrapnel. They're not made to explode and, like, break into little pieces. And so, like, they still feel like a real grenade, everything like that, have the same weight, have the same pins. It's just that they're not going to kill the buddies to the left and right or kill you. It's just going to be, like, a really bad firework, right? But, yeah, he was holding it, and he froze. He ended up letting go of the pin, the lever and stuff, and he just kind of froze, and it blew up, and he dropped it. He blew up in his hand. But nothing, because it didn't break apart, right? It didn't actually, like, hurt him. So I was really thankful for that, because if it would have been a live grenade, yes, I know the situation would have been different. We wouldn't have been right next to him, but still, that sucks. Like, the live grenades are scary for the instructors, as well as for you, because it's you two down there, and if you screw up, like, they have to throw you and jump out of the pit themselves to save everybody, and, well, yeah. Anyway, but the throwing grenades was actually pretty cool. Don't be that one that freezes. You're gonna be fine. Like, just do what they tell you to do, and they walk you through everything. You're gonna be fine. Same thing here as, boot camp. Like, they're training you for a reason. They don't want you to screw up. They want you to ask the questions. They want you to, like, pay attention and do all this, and, like, if you need help or whatever, tell them that you need some help, right? Because this is serious stuff, and they don't need you to go out there and getting somebody killed or yourself killed just because you made some stupid mistakes that they taught you in MCT, which is Marine Combat Training. Like, it's combat training. This stuff is for real. After that, like, that's pretty much it. You're just going to clean your rifle a lot, because obviously it's the range. You're going to be shooting a lot of rounds and stuff. You're going to clean the M240s most likely. There's going to be at some point where you're going to be duty platoon, which is pretty much like the crap platoon for the day. You're going to be doing whatever needs to be done. All hours of the night if need be as well. So, yeah, you're going to have to clean the M240s. It's actually not that bad, because sometimes they, will play music for you, or if you dip or some stuff like that, they'll let you do that during that time, especially if you volunteer. They're normally pretty good about it. This is, like, best way to explain it, boot camp is like elementary and middle school. MCT is like high school, to where they give you a little bit of leeway, but you still gotta follow the rules and everything. And then MOS school is like college. So as long as you follow the rules and you're not, like, drinking and, like, screwing crap up in MOS school, like, they're gonna leave you alone and show up on time, obviously. So yeah, that's pretty much the end to the third week, and you're gonna hike back to, you're leaving Devil Dog, from the range. You'll go back to Devil Dog. You're gonna hike from Devil Dog to Camp Geiger, and then that'll start your fourth week. The range was the fastest week for me, which is the third week. The second week sucked, because that's the time where you're, like, in your head. So the second week, you're, like, sitting around doing nothing half the time. You don't know some of these people, or maybe you do, depending on who's there and whatnot, right? And you're just kind of, like, sitting there. You're in your head. You just got your phone back. You just got to see your family or whoever, and then all of a sudden you're brought to this new place, phone taken away all over again. But you're actually a Marine this time, which really sucks. And then you're sitting there in your head going, well, hell, now what do I do? And at least in boot camp, like, yeah, you had your phone taken away. Yes, you only had mail. But at least you got your mail every day. And on top of that, they had you scheduled for something like that, back to back to back. So that kind of sucks that you're going to be sitting there. But week 4 is nothing but turning in your gear, really finishing up, getting your order, setting up your travel, blah, 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 that kind of crap. And then you'll get Liberty Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then your graduation is on Tuesday. So, I mean, that's really it. And you get your phones back either that Friday night or Saturday morning. We got them back Saturday morning because we screwed up. It really depends on your instructors. So, I didn't really keep this video that short, so I'm actually going to cut it now. But that's pretty much MCT in a nutshell. I'll try to go through and make some tips of like my main points for MCT. I'm not going to promise you that video just yet. And I'm just going to have to make a separate video of what I've been doing. So that's all I have for you now. If you have any questions, feel free to message me or comment. I'm here for you guys, like solely. This is all free. Whatever you need or, you want to ask questions about, I'm here. Till next time.